Why does saying no feel so wrong? I want to start this video with a story about myself. A few months ago, I found myself burnt out. My calendar was always full. My to do list kept growing. I was saying yes to one more project, one more meeting, one more favor. But the stranger part was that nobody was forcing me. Every time someone asked, "Could you please help me with this?" I just smile and say, "Of course," even when another voice inside me was quietly saying, "Please don't." One evening, I got home exhausted and thought, why do I keep doing this to myself? I blamed my workload at first until I realized that the workload wasn't the real problem. The real problem was that disappointing someone else felt harder than exhausting myself. I prefer to get tired than saying no to a friend, a family member, or a colleague. I always thought that I was just kind, but what if people pleasing isn't really about kindness? What if it's about fear? That idea completely changed how I see myself, and maybe it will change how you see yourself too. Today, I want to talk about why saying no feels so difficult, where it comes from, and three practical ways to start changing it without becoming selfish or losing your kindness. I've noticed something. Some of the kindest people I know are also the most exhausted ones. They rewrite text messages 3 times. They apologize before even asking a question. Someone replies to their text, okay, just okay, no more. And suddenly they're convinced the other person is upset with them. Meanwhile, that person is probably just driving home or getting a coffee. Think about it. Maybe you say yes to extra work even though your plate is already full. Maybe you always let everyone else choose the restaurant because you honestly don't know what you want anymore. Maybe you feel guilty the moment you even think about saying no. If that's you, you're not broken. You're incredibly good at reading people, almost too good. Now, let's talk about why this happens. You've probably heard of fight, flight, and freeze in response to stress. But there is another stress response called fawn. It's when your nervous system learns that the safest way to deal with discomfort is to keep everyone happy. Maybe you became the easy child in a family. Maybe conflict at home felt overwhelming. Maybe being helpful earned you love, praise, or simply peace. That strategy protected you when you were a kid or you were younger. The problem is that many of us keep using it long after we need it. Most people pleasers aren't trying to make everyone happy. They're just trying to avoid making anyone unhappy. Those are very, very different goals. Just remember this: fear is expensive. Little by little, you stop asking yourself, what do you want? People know the version of you who always says yes, but they don't know the real you. Eventually, resentment shows up, not because you're selfish, but because you've been abandoning yourself for so long. The saddest part isn't that you became a doormat to everyone, it's that you slowly disappeared. I want to be really clear. Kindness isn't a problem. Generosity isn't a problem. Real generosity feels expensive. Even if it costs you something, it still feels true. But people pleasing, it feels different. It feels like shrinking. From the outside, those behaviors can look exactly the same, but the difference is happening inside you. Next time, just observe it. Do you feel happy when you say yes, or you feel a bit stressed and a bit less yourself? So, what you can do first, buy yourself time. Instead of saying yes immediately, say, "Oh, let me check and get back to you." Second, before you answer, ask yourself, is this love, fear, or habit? Just notice. Awareness is where change starts. And the third, practice one small no this week. Nothing dramatic, just something low stakes. Let yourself feel that discomfort because that discomfort isn't proof you did something wrong, it's just proof you're building a healthier boundary for yourself. Maybe healing isn't becoming someone who says no all the time. Maybe it's becoming someone who says yes when it actually means yes. The people who truly love you don't need the version of you who's always agreeable, always happy to help, and always says yes. They need the real you. If this conversation resonated with you, I'd genuinely love to hear your thoughts. Where do you notice people pleasing the most? Is it at work, with your family, or in your own head? I read every comment because many of your stories inspire future episodes. And if you're curious about the hidden patterns that shape our lives, I'd love to have you here. Subscribe because every week we'll explore another question that helps us understand ourselves a little better. Sometimes the smallest observation changes everything. Until next time, take very good care of yourself.